snooze on me. I was dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me. I was seizing opportunity. They don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling me. Coming for the top, this is a mutiny. I want percentage, yeah. Put you in your mind like fuck your dentist, yeah. You never had a chance like an abortion. Fuck it, you don't wanna play with me, this forfeit. Oh shit, took it to a place that never thought he could. Now the lone wolf is hounding up in Bollywood. Now I got some confidence, they call me cocky. But you fucking tiger in the eye, I feel like Rocky. I am untouchable, I cannot fuck with you. I do not follow rules, makes me uncomfortable. I got all this passion and desire, force my path with the fire. Never passive, I acquire till I'm crashing your empire.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to week number 3 of EGL VBU Plutonium, taking on Collective Experience. Both of these teams 1-1. I am the play-by-play, joined by my colorcaster, Matt Pizza. Matt Pizza, how's it going today?
You know, it's been a long day, Clutch. You know, working the solid 11 to 2 uni schedule, coming home, making some food, and getting to cast on EGL. How about you?
Been pretty good. I mean, today I had one class at 8 a.m. and then went back and fell asleep till like 1. Because I don't have any other classes really, so
Hell yeah.
the usual, you know, waking up a
usual.
day with like 4 hours of sleep, being like, and then going back to sleep after. But we're now going to get into the drafting phase. VBU Plutonium on the blue side, Collective Experience on the red side. Again, both these teams are 1-1. And it's going to be a very interesting match between both these teams. I think they're both middle of the pack teams. And obviously one of these teams, they're going to be 2-1 and the other one's going to be 1-2. It's a huge matchup for both these teams coming into a week number 3.
Yep. And Clutch, VB Plutonium did take blue side first. What do you think they're looking to prioritize here, since they do have the B1 selection?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if things like the Jinx are left open, we could just see that being picked up. We saw last week Glada going for the Olaf, them trying to play this Enchanter-like style. You know, they have the Karma, they have the Seraphine. So they have a bunch of Enchanters that they can play to buff up Glada in the jungle, who usually is their carry. So we'll see what they're going to go for. There's a lot of strong picks that they could end up taking first, as we see the bans Twitch and Kindred taken away from the side of VBU. And for Collective, they are banning away the Graves and the Zeri, 2 very strong picks, as we see the Hecarim being banned. So Jungle Pool really being targeted here from the side of VBU.
And Collective Experience, they're like spanning their bans, right? They put one ban onto Glada. Honestly, if I was Collective Experience right now, I would probably look to ban the Olaf as well. Like, Olaf is a very disgusting champion if he's allowed to get buffed, if there's a Yumi in the game, if there's just any supports in the game. Olaf is a disgusting champ that just runs down people, as Rek'Sai is the last ban, and VBU, like Clutch said, first picking the Jinx.
Yeah, I mean, Jinx left open is... I mean, Jinx is just so strong right now. We'll see if Collective, you know, they say, all right, you play the Olaf with Enchanters. Guess what we're going to play? Olaf and Enchanters. So maybe that they're going to take that. But yeah, Jinx, super, super strong in the meta. Like, does an insane amount of damage. Easily the best AD carry in this meta. So we'll have to see what Collective's response is. They're still hovering the Olaf. They're going to lock that one in. So Olaf going to be picked. We'll see if they are going to take something like a Lulu, like a Karma here. Because otherwise VBU could end up taking that over, because it is a flex pick. But they just decide, hey, you know what? We're just going to pick our AD here. Now hovering the Jhin. We'll see if that's going to be their final choice for the side of Collective Experience.
Mm-hmm. And with the Olaf gone, what do you think Glada is going to look to play in the jungle? Since jungle is shown for the side of Collective, right? And if
Yeah.
I was VBU, I would look to pick their jungler at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Trundle's left open, and the side of VBU, they do play Trundle top, so it would be a potential flex pick. There's some stuff like the Xin Zhao, like the Viego. Glada also plays Lee Sin, so maybe Lee Sin will come out. We saw him play the Karthus. I mean, he could potentially pick the Karthus and just say, hey, we're going to go for scaling. We'll have to see what the side of VBU is going to pick as the Karma left open. I said earlier, Karma flex pick for the side of VBU Plutonium. Going to take that one, most likely going to go support, but for sure can see that going into maybe mid lane. It could go top technically. So we'll see what VBU is going to round up their comp with. I'm pretty sure they're going to end up picking the jungler here, since we already know the Olaf, like 95% is going to be going in the jungle. It could go top, but I highly doubt that is going to happen for the side of Collective Experience. As now VBU with 1 second left, going to make their decision, and they're going to take the Kayn in the jungle.
And, you know, Clutch, the Kayn just reminds me back to the streamed match of last week's game, right? When we saw Jesus Juice on the Kayn, and he had a lot of success on it. So I'm wondering if Glado is able to reproduce the same type of success that Jesus Juice had in this game.
Yeah, we'll see what Glad is going to be able to do on this Kayn. I'm assuming he's going to be going red Kayn. Nami now going to be the lock-in for the side of Collective Experience. So it's going to be Jin, Nami in the bottom lane. And now bans coming through. So both the solo laners, I would assume, for the side of both these teams are still open. So we're going to see bans targeted towards them. Now, obviously, Karma can still be flexed mid, and that could be played mid. But most likely, I'd say it's going support. We saw Staff Wannabe play that last week in VBU's 2-1 win over Iconic. So I'm going to assume that Karma is going to be going support with that Jinx. Bans coming through. We see the Mordekaiser. We also see the Veigar banned away. Veigar very strong right now. I mean, I even on my plat team for BOL that I coach, experimenting putting that in the ADC position as an answer to Jinx. It's gone fairly well. But a flex pick can play the ADC, can play mid, and just basically stops all engage. Super strong pick right now.
And for the side of Collective Experience, we see them banning away the Ilaoi and the Mordekaiser. So these two bans, right, directed at the top laner. I'm wondering if Collective Experience is either looking to play something like the Shen, right? Because Mordekaiser is a huge competition. So I feel like the Collective Experience's top laner might look to play some type of tanky, help the team utility type top laner. Whereas VBU might be looking to play a little bit bruiser, as Malphite is, you know, one of the bane of all AD top laners' existence.
Yeah, we'll have to see what VBU is going to lock in. Victor going to be going into the mid lane. So obviously the flex is going to be broken now for VBU. They got to decide where is this Karma going. Now Squig has played the, that's going to be the Anivia to the mid lane. Crow going to be on the Anivia. Has played that a lot, Zoe and Anivia, her two famous picks in the mid lane. But for the top lane, I was going to say Trundle. I mean, Squig's played a ton of Trundle. Also Tom Kench, as he will pick that one. So VBU now going to finish off their comp with the Anivia and the Tom Kench. And now for the side of Collective, we'll have to see what that pick in the top lane is going to be.
Yeah, and Clutch, VBU's comp at the moment is looking a lot of, they want people to run into them. As Collective Experience picks up the Mundo, and now Collective Experience has two people that just want to run straight into VBU Plutonium, right? They have the Mundo, they have the Olaf, and they have the Nami as well to make them go faster. So VBU Plutonium, they have the Anivia for a little bit of that disengage, right? Olaf, although he's unstoppable, he can't Kenny over walls. So honestly, I think Anivia here is such a good pick, right, Clutch? Just because of the fact that it denies Olaf the ability to get onto the team, right? If the Anivia wall is placed correctly.
Yeah, I think Anivia is a really strong pick here. For the side of VBU, it's going to be really hard for them to start fights, because if you look at their comp, there's like almost no engage for them. Like it's basically the way they start a fight is they kind of just run at you. They don't really have a for sure go button. For the side of Collective, you basically just have Olaf kind of run in with Mundo, and that is the way you start a fight. Now, obviously that Anivia, the Karma, Tom Kench with the Eat can save the carry. Like, the side of VBU have a bunch of tools to deal with this Olaf, and if Olaf is not turbo fed, he's literally just going to run into VBU and basically just die. Like, he's just going to get shredded. So do need to keep that in mind. However, if this Olaf gets fed, he's gonna be like, hey, nice damage as he runs down the carries and just like deletes them off the face of the earth. So definitely going to be interesting to see. Matt Pizza, you got anything to say before we head to a break?
I do not. It's gonna be a good game, Clutch. Let's get it. Let's hopefully get into it soon.
All right. This is going to be the draft for game number 1, VBU Plutonium on the blue side, Collective Experience on the red side. We're going to go to a short break, but when we come back, we'll have game number 1 action. See you there.
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in, and the second you leave, I call you right back to check for monsters in my sheets. Yeah, high school was hard, you'd fight with my mom, I'd fall asleep to the screaming, sound machine always speaking, left emotional scars. Now I'm 21, a soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21, a soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21. At 21. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21. I'm just a kid. Oh, I'm doing things I shouldn't know from. Yeah, doing things I shouldn't do. At 21. Yeah, I play you my favorite songs on a car ride while you list me all the people that left you in your life. Oh, oh, and you smoke on your chair while I was trying to sleep. I smell the smoke in the air, but that was normal for me. I didn't know. I didn't know. But now I'm 21, a soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21, feels like I'm 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21. At 21. I'm 21. Oh, I'm just a kid. Oh, I'm doing things I shouldn't know from. Doing things I shouldn't know. At 21. At 21. At 21. Whoa. I'm 21.
I need to know if you'll give me a second chance. They don't come around often, but please, you know I can't stand it when you don't talk to me. When you don't talk to me. Yeah. There's something inside. Yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you. Yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. trying to get you off my mind, and I know it's true, and I'll say this to you, I want you back. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it, no, I can't hide it anymore. Something inside, something inside. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it, no, I can't hide it anymore.
Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to Game 1 action. VBU Plutonium taking on Collective Experience Week 3 action. Both teams 1-1. I'm Clunched, joined by the one and only Matthias Pizza III, the Orange Connoisseur. Matt Pizza, how's it going?
You know, it's going good, Clutch. Got a banger of a game ahead of us. VBU Plutonium taking on Collective Experience, as you said, and you know, both teams just 5-pointing, no shenanigans in the early game. You know, they're chilling. You know, it's been a hard day at work. They're just vibing. Want to play some nice, relaxed, calculated game of League of Legends.
Yeah, and Matt Pizza, you know we always do here. We got to predict the dragon. Now the first soul or Drake is going to be Hextech, so don't pick that one. What's the soul looking like today, Matt Pizza?
You know, I'm feeling a little, I'm feeling a little ocean soul
All
for
right,
today.
I'm going mountain. I'm going
Uh,
mountain for game one. Matt Pizza, it has not been looking good recently for our predictions. We've always
It has
gotten it
not.
wrong. Like,
I think we
it's
got one right out of the
maybe,
like
yeah.
5 games. So you know, one for us and 4 for Exonian. So you know,
Yeah, you know, we're a little bit behind. We can come back though. And
no, yeah,
EDL, in EDL, there was the exact same dragons and soul for 2 games in a row. Like literally the
no,
exact same. And I was like, is this game rigged? Like, I swear, like, what are the odds of that happening? As we see both the junglers starting on the top side of the map and should be pathing down towards this bot lane. Matt Pizza, what are you going to be looking forward to seeing from both these teams?
you know, I don't expect to be seeing much from both of these teams, right? Both of these teams kind of they don't want to do anything early on. I do think at maybe like the like maybe 6-minute, 7-minute mark when the first dragon spawns, I think that's when we'll get to see a lot of action, right? Because I don't expect Olaf to be doing that much things when or that many things when the waves are somewhat in a neutral state, right? With the Jinx Karma having might be a gankable lane seeing as how far they're pushing in. But yeah, Clutch, I expect this to be more of a slow-paced game, as most game ones tend to be.
Yeah, well, for sure gonna have to see what's going to go down in this one. Both junglers again padding towards that bottom side. Not a lot of CC for both of these teams. Like it's a lot of raw damage in front line and not really any CC. So we'll have to see how these fights are going to go for sure. As in the mid lane, just some farming going on early. Not really anything else happening. And yeah, I mean, pretty standard early game. We're at 3 minutes, and I mean, of course, nothing really is going to happen.
It's gonna be a little bit of it's gonna be one of those days, Clutch, when everyone's just a little too tired, just vibing, wanting to farm as, maybe I'm just eating my own words right now as things are about to happen, Clutch.
Yeah, Olaf coming onto this bot side, going to use the ghost, just gonna run straight in. Now Kane is nearby, that's gonna be the Q landing, gonna dodge the W. Kuna won't be able to find too much. They're trying to chase down Staff, but that's not going to be anything gained from the side of Collective. They are going to end up using the Ghost and won't be able to find a kill. So that's going to be one summoner burned for Lacuna in the jungle.
Yeah, and now that Tomkin knows that Lacuna is in the bot side, he's able to harass Tomkin or Dr. Mundo as much as he pleases. As Kane might be looking into something, but I think he's just gonna back. And yeah, Clutch, it's just gonna be one of those games. It's gonna be a bit more slow paced. I don't think we'll see a lot of action for a bit. So,
I mean, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was about to say, yeah, I mean, Olaf decided I'm gonna show my face, and then he's like, all right, I'm done. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to see. Is the dragon's gonna be spawning in 35 seconds? Going to be the Hex Tech Dragon bot lane, pretty even. I mean, every lane is just basically even. It's just farming. That's how it's just gonna be in this this series for game number 1. Definitely gonna be looking for this Kane. I don't know. He might be going blue Kane because he has first strike. Don't quote me. As here we go, Olaf back in the bot lane. That's gonna be the root landing. Damage gonna be coming down. Will they be able to find the Karma? The answer is no. Staff just walks away. Lacuna in this bot lane, really trying to punish the Jinx Karma.
And a little bit of fighting in the top side, but it's just top lane is doing top lane shenanigans. As Olaf might actually be going for Dragon now. And Olaf has been prioritizing bot lane a lot, and Kane is responding really well as he's counter jungling right now, taking the Krugs. So VBU is looking to give up some early game pressure just for the chance of counter jungling and to get some farm for the side of the AC. As Staff wannabe is looking for the steal. Will he get it?
There's no way. Imagine if he does steal it.
Aww. I
never
believed.
know.
Yeah, you never know.
You believed.
As
right.
oh, wait a minute, Clutch.
Yeah, I mean, Glada gonna be going in on the Mundo. Now, Mundo still has flash and he's pretty tanky. Yeah, he should just be able to walk out of this one. Maybe not. No, yeah, he's just gonna walk out of that one. The wave is in a pretty doomed spot, but yeah, Glada, I mean, going to the top side, take counter jungling while the Olaf was taking that dragon. Olaf going back to the bot lane for the 3rd time in 6 minutes, trying to get something done. I mean, this Jinx though it's starting to become, obviously Jhin is going to be ahead with how much pressure there is. Down 18 CS now. There is a very big wave. And if this Jinx does miss a lot of the minions, Jhin will be pretty far ahead. It looks like we're kind of just vertical jungling now. It looks like the sides of the map kind of have been split as we see the Olaf now taking the Raptors from Glada in the jungle. Going to leave one left. So obviously has to clear that before the camp will respawn for Glada. Yeah, early on, I mean, Olaf targeting the bot lane, trying to find an early lead, and for the side of VBU, just farmed up and scaling.
It's definitely gonna be a slow-paced game. And Clutch, when do you think we'll see a lot more action? Do you think that VBU is gonna give up the next dragon as well, or do you think they're gonna fight for it, or do you think they're gonna potentially fight at what is it, third drag?
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because I mean, how it always goes, I'm telling you, his first game, it's like, all right, we're just gonna kind of scale, farm it out, see what the other team's doing, and then it's like game 2, it's like, all right, we're farting. We're fighting at 3 minutes, and we're going in. So we'll have to see. As now, the Kane side of the map gonna be looking to go in onto this Olaf, and Who's just gonna tap that one? Olaf gonna use the ghost, and he says, I'm just gonna get out of there. I'm a little bit scared, so we'll run out of that one. Wall does come down. They're starting to walk forward. If the stun does land, and looks like the W from the Victor is going to stop the potential chase down.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at both these team comps, right? VBU is they just want Collective to run into them, and Olaf is so far doing exactly that. Granted, it's not in a team fight sense, he's just running in at the bot lane, and Jinx is taking a heavy hit for that. She is down around, like, she's probably gonna be down around 15 CS if Jin catches all of that, I think. Not entirely sure, but yeah. It's Olaf putting so much pressure on bot side is definitely affecting how much Jinx is able to CS. And it is a small lead for Collective, as GLaDOS looking to make something happen in the top side.
Yeah, here we go. GLaDOS gonna be going in on the top side. Flash going to be burned from the Mundo. He does still have the ultimate, but he now is going to pop it, and they will walk out of that one. So, not a kill going over. Now, Olaf is on this Herald. I think he's going to finally be spotted out. Level 5 to level 6, so does need to be a bit careful, but Mundo is walking down. We'll see if there is a fight to be had. It is going to become a 2v2. Now, remember, Mundo doesn't have ult, doesn't have flash. Swig is there. This Olaf is really, really low. This could be scary for the side of Collective. Will they end up getting the Herald is the question. I don't even know who ended up picking it up, and now the fight's going to be going down. That's Lacuna going to be eaten with Kane inside of him. Oh my god, what is going on? First blood going to be going over to GLaDOS. Now Anivia going to be walking through, stopping Brown Ale from being able to kill GLaDOS. Merciful Crow takes down Mundo. Victor flashing away. GLaDOS needs to be really careful as he's going to back off of that one. Looks like the Herald did go to the side of Collective. It is a 2-for-0 for the side of VBU.
And that was a good fight for VBU. It looked a little scary, right, at first, because for the side of Collective Experience, they were able to get to secure the Rift Herald, and then, you know, the King decided to ult inside the Mundo, or was it the Mundo that got it? No, it was the Olaf that got Aiden, correct? Yeah, King decided to ult into the Olaf. Olaf got in by Tahm Kench, and it's just kind of like, alright, everyone's just inside Tahm Kench. He's just vibing. And Annie was able to come around and secure a kill for herself. And Kane is now ahead as well. So VBU is in a good spot. They are up about 400 gold. So we'll see if they're able to use this advantage for anything meaningful.
Yeah, imagine, right? You got Kane who's gonna ult, right? Who ults on the Olaf. Olaf has Yumi on top of him, and then Tahm Kench eats Olaf. Like half the team is just inside of Tahm Kench. He's like, oh my gosh, there's 4 people fighting. Yeah, I mean, this game, VBU, I mean, even though they're up in kills, the gold lead is actually pretty even, and we're for sure gonna have to see, is Mundo gonna end up using the Rift Herald on the top tower? Or is he going to walk down and, you know, potentially use it somewhere else? As Olaf going to be on this bottom side of the map. VBU does have some pretty good vision. I mean, if you look at the map, they have 2 very good pinks, one on the top side, one on the bottom side. So definitely going to be able to see if Olaf is, you know, where he's at on the map.
And Collective Experience decided to just start up the Drake. It is a Mountain Drake clutch, so our predictions are still there. There's a chance.
Yeah, I think I said Mountain.
Oh, you
so
did say Mountain?
It would have to be you, and that's a huge monster Q. That's going to be the flash away. Jinx Rocket is going to be used. Health bars below 50%. Olaf going to use the ghost. They might be looking to turn back on the GLaDOS. He gets rooted. Is he going to get knocked up? The answer is yes. He's barely alive. Now here comes the ultimate coming through. Curtain Call. Hits 1, hits 2, hits 3. Will he hit them all? He's waiting. The answer is yes. He will hit them all. Does not find a kill. GLaDOS pretty low. Doesn't actually have smite. Need to watch this Victor. Health bars are low for both sides. Collective, one thing goes wrong and those 3 members will go down. Staff in the front side, gonna get rooted. Will he be able to stay alive? Stun comes through, and the dragon stolen from the side of Collective. Coconut goes down. Also, GLaDOS has to run away, and Collective walk in. They steal the Drake, and they take 2 kills.
And that was so unfortunate, Clutch. It was looking really good for the side of VBU. They did have the pressure, and they didn't want... It was just basically how they wanted to play it, right? They wanted Collective to walk into them, but unfortunately, Merciful Crow ran out of mana, and they just did not have enough damage to burst down the Drake. And with GLaDOS Smite being down, it was all Olaf needed to do was just run in there, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, and in the mid lane, here we go. We got a 1v1. Galata has to use the ult. He's going to die to the Victor. A place for boats. 2-0 on the Victor, and everything's starting to fall apart.
This Victor is looking really scary. Picking up a kill from the previous skirmish at around Drake and a kill right now. Definitely gonna need to be targeted. As Clutch, you are right. Glada is going blue king, or at least I hope, with the Serrated Dirk in his inventory. And Dr. Mundo is building the Hull Breaker into a Clutch. If you can enlighten me, is that a Spear of Shojin?
What? That's
Or,
not.
wow, Divine Thunder. You know, I'm a few seasons behind.
Oh my. Did you just say
Guys-
Spear of Shojin?
You know,
That got
guys,
removed. Oh my.
you gotta bring it back. That's
My
all I'm
color
saying.
caster thinks Spear of Shojin's in the game.
You know, it was in TFT a while
Chat,
ago.
please
I think
help
it's still. Listen, I'm a TFT gamer currently. All right. As Squig is looking to 1v1 Bronio in the top side.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. Looks like Tom Ken's going to be trying to 1v1 the Mundo. Now, Kane going to be coming here. He is the Assassin Kane. That's going to be Mundo popping the ultimate. 30 gold picked up from the Kane from the first strike. But it's going to be really, really difficult for them just to take down this Mundo. Now, Galata's still staying on the top side, really trying to target Brown Ally on the Mundo. Meanwhile, Olaf, he says, all right, you want to go top side? I'll just straight run this into VBU's bot lane as Staff kind of getting aggressive. Root comes down, some damage coming through. Olaf is now here, trying to zone off VBU. Looks like he'll just back off of that one.
You know, we didn't mention this, but Rifter was used topside, and first turn did go to the side of Collective Experience. So this could be really risky what Lacuna is doing here. Nope, but he decided, I'm just gonna smite it. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And,
yeah, he walks in, he's like, thank you! And he's like, I'm out of here!
you know, it's the second time he was like, you know what? You were so generous the first time. Let me just do it once more. And he's like, thank you very much. As a lot of them just going on to Marty.
Yeah, I mean, there is two Martys. There's Marty I'm scared and Marty I'm scared. So, you know, which Marty are we talking about?
It's Marty I'm scared, you know.
Oh yeah. Thank you. That really clears it up. I know which one we're talking about now.
Yeah.
Collective, I mean, they're up 3-2 in kills. You think, okay, you know, they're only up 1 kill, but they have almost a 3K lead. They're up 2 dragons, and the third one's going to be spawning soon. I mean, I just feel like they have complete control of this game.
But it's definitely because a good amount of it is because of the dragon skirmish and how far Jinx is as we're looking to go in here.
Here we go. Kane gonna be going in. There's no way this Nami's gonna live. Coconut gonna pick up 1. He's gonna flash out of that one. Doesn't want to go down to the Jin. Fourth shot comes through. No flash. He goes down. Galata picking up the kill. Scoreboard just said VBU had 16k gold for a second. I was like, whoa, right there. I don't think they have 16k. As Brown Alley going to be 1v1ing Squig on the top side of the map. Now, ultimate's still available for the Mundo. Squig going to be using the ult, going to get some damage down, but he needs to be very careful. He's just going to end up getting solo killed. Mundo going to be popping the ult. Now, stun going to be coming through. Will he be able to jump out of that one? Oh, he's going to get out.
Barely lives.
Though, because not Mundo. Olaf's on the rip. Looks like he's just going to say, all right, I'm just going to take the rip. And looks like Tom Kench gets out alive.
Damn. Master Escapist Tom Kinch in the top lane, and yeah, second rift is going over to the side of a collective as well, and Muno is just taking turrets one after the another. Hullbreaker with the Sheen coming in, doing a lot of damage, and top lane is already at inhibitor turret clutch with the rift hill. They're just gonna look to open up mid now.
Yeah, I mean, 2 towers already down. This Mundo just been sitting in the side lane with the Hullbreaker, kind of just chilling and taking everything down. As the side of Collective, I mean, if you look at the CS numbers across the board, like, they have 30 CS lead in the top lane, 30 CS lead at AD. Like, a lot of their gold is actually coming from these farm leads, as it looks like the side of Collective going to prepare for this dragon, actually just going to start it up.
And let's see if VBU just tries to steal it. Glada has gotten a few camps and things stolen from him. Can he steal it? No, he cannot.
Steal it now. We'll see if Collective Alexa keep going. That's a curtain call going to be coming out. Looking for a Glada. Nami ult going to go through. Going to knock up 1. That's gonna be it. As Mundo, he is on the Nexus, by the way. He just took the Nexus, or not the Nexus, the inhibitor. He just took the inhibitor turret. He's gonna keep going. He might be able to get this inhibitor. He doesn't have the ult.
Doesn't care.
He's just gonna back off. Maybe,
Wait, maybe his ult is coming up. The Squid Guy probably should be kind of careful. Oh, never mind.
There's
No.
he's gone.
Yeah.
You can't live through this. Galata's gonna end up picking up the kill. That's gonna be sole point though for the side of Collective.
And objective monies are up clutch, but top lane is just lost so many turrets. Both the tier 2, tier 1, tier 2 turret along with the inhibitor turret. Inhib is opened now, and Mundo can just keep running at top and just keep doing whatever Mundo wants to do. He's doing so much work, even though he's 0-2, right? He does have the 30 CS lead, and he has so much of the gold coming in from taking the turrets. Mundo is kind of scary, and hopefully VBU is able to recognize that and are able to like at least kite the Mundo away, right? Try to like stay away from the Mundo Olaf, but it's definitely going to be a hard feat to accomplish.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see if VBU is going to be able to do that. Nivea, a lot of farming. This one has the Leandries, so definitely starting to come online. A lot of first items coming through from a lot of these, a lot of the champions on Summoner's Rift. Now Jinx doesn't have item yet, and the supports obviously don't have items yet because it's just a support life. You get no gold. But you still have the biggest impact in the game. So a very fun roll, as now Galata is hovering over the wall. And the blue buff is going to be taken from him. We'll see if they elect to potentially fight this. It kind of looks like they're walking forward, but I can't really tell this. Here we go. Tom Ken's going to be going in. They have the blast cone, though. And they will just get out of that.
Yep, and they just take Keen's farm in the top set and just are like, you know what, that's good enough for us. We'll leave. As Mundo decided to go into the bot lane, Annie is matching him in the bot side. And yeah, Drake is coming up in 30 seconds. We'll probably see some of the NA Baron dance happening quite soon, Clutch.
You think Collective's gonna dance around the Baron, Matt Pizza?
I think Collective's gonna dance around the Baron. I think they're just gonna. I don't think they're gonna. They're definitely gonna dance around. I don't think they'll start it right away just because they want VBU to make a mistake and run at them. Unless all of VBU's that is bot lane, then I guess there's no Baron dance.
Well, yeah, there would be no Baron dance if they're
If they're all bot lane, and I think that might be just what's happening here.
Oh, the Collective, they're starting up the Baron, and with Galata on the bot side, I mean, the Baron's just gone.
Yeah.
This is just going to go over to the side of Collective. I don't know if VBU, I don't think they know they're even on this Baron. Now they do because they use Jinx Rockets at 5k. Well, I don't think they're going to get there in time. Yeah, they're just committing to the bot lane. Going to be looking for this Mundo. They need to get this kill. Will they be able to pick it up is the question. So much healing coming
My God.
I'd be able to just turn it right back around. Galata has to flash away. Now Tom Kench is going to be going in on the top side. This is going to be a 4v3. Will VBU be able to have a miracle fight? Coconut, he's trying to kite. He will find one. He's staying alive. That's a curtain call going to be coming down. Coconut going to flash away. Last shot is going to miss. They win the 4v3 on the top side, but they just cannot kill this Mundo.
Yeah, and Clutch Mundo is becoming really scary. Divine Cinder is completed, Hullbreaker. This is a split pushing menace, and however, Baron did go to the side of Collective Experience. So this Mundo that's been split pushing all game is gonna be split pushing even more and with greater force. As pings are going off, they're gonna look to get Soul and for the side of Collective. So yeah, with everything being said and done, Clutch, VBU is up 3 kills, but they are down, I don't know, like maybe like 4k gold. So what do you think VB needs to do? Because I have some thoughts, but I want to hear what your ideas are.
So VBU, it's time for Pick City. Better start getting some gold because I mean they got 30 seconds. If they're gonna win this, I mean I think they probably win the 4v4. However, Mundo has Hullbreaker, Mundo has Baron. Mundo pushed the base, Mundo end the game. That's what potentially could happen here. As VBU, they send all 5 to this Drake. All Collective has to do is just let Mundo split and not get caught.
I think that's exactly what they're doing, Clutch. VBU needs to take this Baron and run.
I mean, VBU, if they don't back, I mean, the game is potentially being. Oh my God! Jing took it with the W. Where is the smite? It doesn't come through, and now it's just a disaster. The Drake is gonna be taken. Squig has to TP, and that's gonna be one tower already falling. The side of VBU trying to back Brown Ollie. He's just using the ult and running at the turret. He's probably gonna end up going down and being. Oh my God! Question: Will he? No, he's gonna get another tower. He's running away. Will he be able to stay alive? Now you gotta think he's gonna be going down. Someone's gonna kill him, right? Okay. Crow ends up taking down Mundo. Galata does fall. Dragon's taken by a Jin W. The entire base is taken by Mundo, and I mean, I think the game's over.
It's a disaster. No, oh my God, Galata wasn't pushing, unable to take the smite, and it's a story of this game. Clutch, Mundo taking the first dragon, Mundo coming in, taking the Raptors, taking the second Drake, taking the third Drake, Jin coming in for the fourth dragon for his performance, and yeah, Clutch, it's open Nexus right now, and it is looking really doomed for the side of VBU. They aren't too far behind in gold, but Soul did go over to the side of collective experience, and all they need to do is just wait for Mundo to do the same thing bot lane and them to just pressure the side lanes, and it is not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, I think collective should have a clear way to end this one. I mean, it should be pretty easy. I mean, this Mundo is just absolutely unleashed. Like, he hasn't done anything, like, as in, like, team fighting, but, like, his map presence. He's taken literally 1, 2, 3, 4 towers? 5?
5.
He's taken 5 towers by himself, and he's still going. Like, he's probably going to end up getting a 6. Like, this guy on the Mundo is absolutely unleashed, and
yeah.
I don't think VBU really have an answer for it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, Tomkins is really good in team fights, and like he provides that like CC, and he provides that escape tool for his carries. But unfortunately, if you never get those team fights, you're not gonna be able to like be useful. And Mundo is just like, you know what? I'm somewhat okay in team fights, but I'd rather just take these turrets while your team's too busy dealing with my team. And it's exactly what he's been doing, Clutch. And if you're a VBU fan now, as I am, what do you think VBU needs to do? Is it just look next game because Brana Fail is just ignoring Tom?
I mean, he's literally just ignoring him hitting the tower. Like, they can't kill the Mundo. The Mundo is literally unkillable at this point. He's literally just walking at the tower. VBU is sending everyone, and they can't kill him. So honestly, like, this game is probably over. It's going to be really difficult for VB to come back, as now that's going to be the curtain call opening up. Galata will get out. This is not going to fall, and Jin shouldn't be able to kill anyone, but the wave is now being targeted. I mean, like, look at him. Like, he's just... he literally just does not care. Like, he's just hitting the tower. Like, he just took the tower, and he's probably going to walk out.
No, he's definitely walking out. Oh.
Is he going to walk out? Okay, Flash's going to be burned. That's the Ignite coming through. That'll stop the healing. More damage. He might actually go down.
No, he's out.
He's out, and BBU is now losing their mid tower. And
yeah, you know, props to the Mundo though, to have the balls to just do that. He's just like, you know what, Squig, you know, you're playing Tom Kinch. I respect that, but I'm just gonna hit the turret. The turret's mine. And then he just dips out after that. So, yeah, Clutch, I think VB is probably gonna need to figure out what they need to pick in order to answer this Mundo, and figure out the game plan. Because so far, right, mid lane, I'm not entirely sure. Mid lane is about even. Correct me if I'm wrong.
But, mid lane?
Yeah. Oh no, never mind. Never mind.
No, it is not.
You know, I was looking at the KDAs, and they had similar KDAs, and Annie had more farms, so I was like, you know, maybe, but no. The dragons and everything just put Victor over the edge, and they're just gonna start Baron right now, as, you know, Mundo is just doing Mundo things, going bot lane, applying pressure, and VBU's trying to do something. Can Glada steal it this time?
Have to see, you know, if he steals this, it would end up making up, not really. But it would be a little bit of hopium to make up what happened, but it looks like he might just get ran down. Now, Olaf doesn't have the flash as the goat, and VBU has to make a decision. I mean, Mundo can basically just end the game. So you have to set more than one to stop him. And Collective, they're just taking the Baron.
It's all up to Glotto. The health bars are kind of low. Glotto could make the hero play.
Yeah, if he's able to find a couple, it'd be huge for him. He's going to get rooted, and he is probably going to go down. Flash going to go out, though. Glotto on the run. Now they're going to be looking on this Mundo. Now, Mundo, no Flash. If he gets tethered, if he gets rooted, could potentially fall down. We'll see how many autos it takes from Jinx as he's just running away. He's just can't dive. This guy's unkillable. All right, there's no way he gets out now. He will for sure be going down.
He's dead.
Kill goes over to the Jinx, and you know what the funny thing is? He doesn't even have a shutdown. So it's just only 300 gold going over to the Jinx. That's it.
It's I think Braun Il is a Babus fan. You know, you ever heard of Babus, Clutch?
You mean Babus?
Babus.
Who is Babus?
Oh, let me teach you. He is the greatest Sion player I've ever seen. Right? You know, many people think you need to be skillful to play top lane. Maybe people think you need to have a good sense of macro, and all of that when you play League of Legends. But no, let me tell you the story of Babus. He just picks Sion and runs it, and you know he's winning games in Challenger. As you know, maybe we'll save the rest of the story for another time. But was VB just starting Elder?
Yeah, VBU gonna be starting up Elder. Is this the way back into the game? It's a 5k lead. Now Olaf has to burn the ultimate. Coconut gonna be flashing after him. Won't be able to find the kill. Lacuna barely stays alive, but he's out of the fight for sure. Look at Mundo. He's just gonna be ending the game. He doesn't even care. The game's over. There's no way you can stop this from happening. It's doomed. I don't even need a cast anymore because Brown Ale comes in. He says, I'm gonna smash my head on this Nexus, and I'm gonna take game number 1.
What a game, Clutch. What a game. You know, game MVP, it kind of has to go to Brown Ale. You know, I didn't even know he was doing that until like you started talking about it. I was just like, what? I was just like, oh no. Just look at the amount of gold that Brown Ale has. He has 2k more than anyone else on his team, and almost 3k more than anyone on the side of VBU. So Brown Ale, even if his KDA does not reflect the amount of pressure and work he's put into this game, he did a lot and definitely deserves some bans next game.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in the power rankings, he's the weak side king. You let this guy do his own thing, he will take over the game. He doesn't need any resources. He'll just be that frontliner. That will basically just end the game. Yeah, I mean, VBU, they've got to find an answer to this because if Collective comes in again with clean macro, just split pushing on this tank, I mean, it's just going to be a quick 2-0 is what I'm saying. So VBU, they definitely need to think about game number 2. Is it out of grasp to pull this back? No, I think they can for sure pull this back and force a game number 3. But Collective in game number 1 came in with a plan and it worked out very, very well for them. We're going to go to a short break, but when we come back, game number 2 between VBU and Collective. Don't go anywhere.
Don't try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
guess it's been a while since I fell in love. But after last time, don't wanna mess things up. You're so beautiful, and I can't deny. My heart is always with you, my head's always stuck in time. Love, let me go, cause I've been holding up for far too long. I've been fighting and keeping strong, now you just gotta let me go. Time, wash away every feeling that can cause me pain. All these memories I can't escape, can you let them all wash away? Let it all wash away, cause I don't wanna feel the pain. Love, just let me go, cause I don't wanna feel the pain of holding on and keeping strong. So now I'm moving on. I don't wanna feel the same, so love, just let me go. Guess I didn't know it would end this way. One drink too much and I could see your face. Why did I let you go? How could I let you leave? Will I ever see you? And do you think of me? Love, let me go, cause I've been holding up for far too long. I've been fighting and keeping strong, now you just gotta let me go. Time, wash away every feeling that can cause me pain. All these memories I can't escape, can you let them all wash away? Let it all wash away, cause I don't wanna feel the pain. Love, just let me go, cause I don't wanna feel the pain of holding on and keeping strong. So now I'm moving on. I don't wanna feel the same, so love, just let me go.
Was never easy growing up. About time I read a book to distract myself from this reality. Oh, it's been a couple years, I feel the same. Guess I'll never really learn this fucking game, but I'm here to play it now. I don't wanna cry again, even if I lose a friend. You say you had good intent when you hurt me. You do it all again, that's so loose to me. I don't wanna try anymore. Yeah, I won't show up at your door in the morning. Said that it wasn't planned when you hurt me. You do it all again, that's so loose to me. You do it all again, that's so loose to me. Oh no.
All right, everybody. Hello and welcome back to game number 2. VBU taking on Collective Experience. Game number 1. Collective Experience were able to win through split pushing from their top laner, Brown Ale, not Ale. And VBU Plutonium, didn't really have an answer to the Mundo in the top lane. That was just perma split pushing and basically running it down until he got the Nexus. So definitely was able. Huge play from Brown Ale in the top lane, and definitely going to be looking forward to what he's going to be playing in game number 2. VBU ended up losing game number 1. Now I have side selection. Elect to take blue yet again, Matt Pizza.
With the blue side, they're definitely going to pick Jinx, right? I don't think Jinx was inherently the problem, but they do need an answer to the Mundo split push, which honestly we didn't even talk about when we were talking about drafts last game, Clutch. We were more so thinking about, team fight. Oh, you're gonna have Mundo, Olaf, run at the carries for the side of VB Plutonium. We're gonna see these 5v5 team fights going on, but no. What happened was, the Collective is ahead, Collective steals a few objectives, and Collective just waits. And they have Braun Ale just doing his top lane shenanigans, just taking turret after turret, taking Inhib, taking Nexus, and just ultimately TP backdoored and ended while VB was starting up Elder. So, if I was the side of VB Plutonium, I either we get an answer from Mundo, or we just look to ban it completely. And
See,
honestly, yeah,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the problem with banning Mundo is obviously you ban Mundo, but do you know how many split pushers are in the game that can do the exact same thing? Like, there are so many champions that can just split, that just build Hullbreaker and perma split, and if VBU doesn't have an answer to a split push, then like, I mean, at that point, just banning Mundo obviously won't really save them. Like, yeah, you can take Mundo off the board, but I'm pretty sure Ale in the top lane is just going to he has so many picks he can play that are just going to do the exact same thing. So VBU, in my opinion, has to have an answer to the split push in general. Now, obviously, I personally don't really think the Mundo was like a huge problem. Like, obviously, it split. It took towers. It did its job. It kind of was unkillable. So, like, if you need to throw a ban at it, yes, you can. But I think there's champions that can basically do the same thing that Mundo was doing in that one. As we now head into the pick ban phase, Matt Pizza.
We do have the Twitch and the Kindred banning away from the side of VB Plutonium, looking to just run back their bans. Collective Experience banning the Rek'Sai. So far, same bans as the previous game. Nothing is changing from either sides of the team. So let's see if the last ban for VB Plutonium and the second last two bans for Collective Experience differ. Which, honestly, Clutch, if I was Collective Experience, I probably wouldn't change any of the bans. They seem to be working just fine, as VB Plutonium taking away the Olaf that they deemed was the issue from last game, and Collective Experience banning away the Jinx. With the Jinx gone, Clutch, what is the first pick?
I don't know. I mean, there's strong champs, like you could pick like a Xin Zhao. You could pick like a Viego. I think Viego's fallen off a little bit. There's the Trundle that they like to flex between top and jungle. It's gonna be the Udyr. We're going back to Hecarim Udyr meta, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, I'm kidding. But Udyr are gonna be the pickup. We'll have to see if that's gonna go to Glada or if it's gonna go to Swig. Now Udyr is kind of this, I'm going to run at you, slap you, and run away, and I don't take any damage. He's just kind of like a nuisance in team fights. So definitely need to see what the side of VBU can do with the Udyr. On the side of Collective, snip, Gwen is going to be locked in, Matt Pizza.
Now, Clutch, when Gwen first released, right? There was a time when she could go into the jungle. Is this a flex pick that we could be seeing?
I mean, Gwen still can kind of replay jungle. I mean, I'm pretty sure they ended up, I don't quote me because I don't remember 100%, but I'm pretty sure they nerfed her damage to monsters. I'm not 100% sure, but we see the Gwen being locked in. Sivir, okay, nerfs haven't gone through. Okay, so she's not nerfed yet. So Gwen can still go to the jungle. Sivir being locked in, just that wave clear AD carry for the side of Collective, super safe. We'll have to see what VBU Plutonium elect to respond. Ezreal's going to be locked in. Do they just say, all right, Ezreal Karma, we just run that bot lane? It's actually a pretty strong bot lane. So we'll see if that's going to be their picks here, as we see the Ezreal being hovered and now locked in.
Yep, and Clutch, this Sivir pick is making me kind of feel like Collective might be doing what they have been doing, and that is a split push build, as Leona is locked in for the side of VB Plutonium. So Ezreal Leona in the bot lane with the Udyr jungle. Oh, and the Mundo's here, Clutch. It's here.
Mundo's back. And you know what they say about Mundo? Mundo goes where he pleases.
He does. And with the Mundo pick, that Gwen is most likely going jungle. Or it could be the other way, Clutch, as well. We could see a Mundo jungle with a Gwen tap. We don't really know what's going on here. Collective still haven't fully shown their hand, but Viger ban coming out along with the Lowy ban for the side of Collective Experience. And yeah, Clutch, it seems like we're just going to be seeing a split push fest this game as well, unless VBU has an answer to that. And so far, that answer might be Udyr a little bit, but I don't know.
We'll have to see. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, maybe he goes Hullbreaker on Udyr. Who knows? Maybe it's Udi or Jungle. He goes Hullbreaker. He says, you know what? Screw my team. I'm splitting. But I don't think that's going to happen. It'd be pretty funny as we see the Victor going to be hovered. I mean, a place for boats in the mid lane looked pretty good on the Victor. I mean, they were for sure doing very well. And why not just run it back? I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. So Victor going to be locked in yet again. We'll have to see what Crow is going to have in response to this Victor. And for the side of VBU, what are they going to do about this Mundo? What's the pick into the Mundo as we see the Orianna being hovered going to be locked in for Crow? Now we're going to have to see what the side of VBU Plutonium is going to do to match this Mundo, because last game was the Tom Kench, didn't work out so well, and now we're going to see the Set. Matt Pizza, I remember watching you play Set versus Mundo.
Yeah. Anyways, let's not bring up old memories, especially, those old memories, Clutch. As, Clutch, one thing that does strike me is VBU Plutonium's comp, they have a team fighting comp. They have a bunch of area effect ultimates that do a lot of damage. They have the Orianna, they have the Leona, Ezreal ult, they have a lot of, and Set ults, not to mention. So, they have a lot of global team fighting, or not global, team fighting ults. Meanwhile, Collective, they have the Mundo. You saw what Mundo did last game. And although Set is an answer, I just hope he is the answer,
When he's the answer that they're looking for.
Yeah, he's the boss.
The boss?
The boss.
The boss. You think he's going to be the boss, Matt Pizza? Set the boss.
I
Is he
don't
going to
know,
1v9 the game?
He's gonna have to, otherwise Mundo's gonna take over.
That is true. When we see the Nautilus, obviously we didn't talk about the fifth pick for the side of Collective Experience. So Matt Pizza, going into game 2, does VBU have what it takes? Do they have what it takes to even up the score and make this 1-1 to force a game 3?
Clutch, when I first started playing top, I was inspired by Babus, and from what I've seen with Collective Experience, I'm a Babus fanboy. I'm a Babus fanboy, and I unfortunately don't think VBU's draft this game is up to par, is up to deal with the Babus Dr. Mundo coming in. And my biggest problem with it is, I'll be honest, it has to be the Udyr. Udyr, don't get me wrong, Udyrs are very scary, and they can work. Don't get me, it could be a viable pick here, but I feel like you just needed something else. You needed some more damage. You have the Ezreal and Orianna and Set as damage, but I feel like you just needed a little bit more.
All right, Matt Pizza going to be voting for Collective. You know what? I'll go VBU. I got to support my boys. I did say 2-1 Collective, so, VBU, you got to take game 2. Got to make my prediction right, all right? Force game 3. And we're definitely going to have to see, if VBU, coming into game number 2, have they found the answer to the split push? Because if they do, their team fights weren't looking too bad. They 3v4'd and they did win. So clearly they've shown they can, win these skirmishes, win these team fights, but definitely need to have an answer to the Mundo. And we'll see if the Set is the answer, or is Collective going to end up taking a 2-0, which would be absolutely massive for the side of Collective. We're going to go to a short break, but when we come back, game number 2 action versus VBU versus VBU and Collective. We will see you guys there.
Time to when things were easier, before it got all complicated. Oh, just give me the strength to move on, cause I don't really wanna move on. I gotta do what's best for me. I don't wanna cry again, even if I lose a friend. You say you had good intent when you hurt me. You do it all again, that's so loose to me. I don't wanna try anymore. Yeah, I want you all back.
think of you and me. Don't wanna leave the world you see, and I will hold you down if love is still alive. It's all forgiven to my eyes. The tide has turned around. Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating, beating time. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's all forgiven to my eyes. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's all forgiven. You and your wicked ways. You and your wicked ways. You and your wicked ways. Center of your touch, I can never feel so much. Don't wanna leave us in between. 'Cause when you lock me in, I'm in for life. Don't care, it's a cruel paradise. Say you'll be mine. The tide has turned around. Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating, beating time. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's all forgiven. You and your wicked ways. You and your wicked ways. You and your wicked ways. Turn around. Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating, beating time. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's all forgiven. You and your wicked ways. I like you, but it's not okay. Whatever, can I walk away? Oh yeah. Guess I'll see your face to tell me what to do, 'cause I can't find a way. Baby, please just tell me if I'm, tell me if I'm, tell me if I'm fine. Tell me if I'm, tell me if I'm, tell me if I'm, baby, please just tell me if I'm fine. Just tell me if I'm fine.
Alrighty, and hello, everyone, and welcome back to game number 2, VBU, CE. I don't like calling them CE. That just doesn't sound the
Yeah,
same
that
as VBU.
it's yeah.
Like I thought when I would say it, it would sound like kind of cool, and I said it, and I'm like, dude, this just sounds terrible. But you know, it's collective. You know, they up 1-0 in the series. Had an exceptional game 1. I mean, I don't think we've actually ever seen a team like kind of do that, where like they just let their top end of the game. But I don't, this season at least, we've never seen a team do that on stream, where it's just like, all right, the top's just gonna split push and end the game. Which, I mean, you could say that's impressive on collectives, or you could say it's sad on VBU's part. But I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt to collective. Man, that's pretty dang impressive coming through from them. And I'm gonna be looking forward to what they're gonna do in game number 2, because Brown Ale, he has the Mundo yet again, Matt Pizza, and I'm already getting flashbacks.
It's PTSD, Clutch. The Mundo back on it again. This time, it's not going to be an easy lane. He's not going to be facing the catfish. He's going to be facing against the boss, Clutch. The boss ain't going down that easily.
Boss. I know you like the boss, Matt Pizza. Do you
Of
think,
course.
Matt Pizza, do you think we
Yes.
will ever see, we've got a little bit of downtime. Do you think we'll ever see Karma top again? Like, are they ever going to, like, not smite Karma top, because that was a thing, but do you think we'll ever just legitimately see Karma top ever again? Because I know you were a huge Karma top player, and that was the bread and butter, Matt Pizza.
The Karma Top won us some games that should not have been won. But honestly, Karma Top is an annoying champ, but I think unless we get back to like the tank meta, I don't think we'll be seeing Karma Top for a while, Clutch. I think it's in the dirt for a bit at least, and as a Karma Top enthusiast, if Karma Top's ever viable, you better beware of the name Matt Pizza and the infamous.
You're
Karma
coming
Top.
back out of retirement, or what?
I'm coming back out of retirement.
Oh my
I
God,
see
Matt
Karma.
Pizza.
We B1 the Karma. We'll call it a flex, but everyone knows it's going top lane. Everyone's scared, shaking in their boots.
All right, well, it is the Gwen jungle. I mean, we didn't really talk about that. It is, I mean, we kind of did, but Gwen going to be in the jungle. We're going to see the Udyr. So some unique picks coming through, because you don't really see, at least Udyr being picked up a lot. So Udyr going to be picked up. Gwen, it's not it's not really a jungler. It's usually just put in the top lane. So 2 unique picks in the jungle. I'm going to be looking forward to see what these 2 champions can do in the jungle and how they're going to play. Obviously, both junglers, yet again, pathing towards that bottom side of the map. They both started on the top side. So this bot lane definitely going to be contested over, as we saw last game. I mean, the Olaf, Lacuna, I probably am saying that wrong, ended up just saying, hey, bot lane, you want to play 3v2? Okay, you can play 3v2, as he just sat there and got his bot lane such a big lead.
And top lane was just an island for most of the time last game, and just look at what happened. Like, the KD does the charge, right, Clutch? But Brown Ale, just being the split pushing menace that he was, as what just happened bot lane.
Listen, Matt Pizza, sometimes things are just better left unseen. Sometimes, we just don't want to see it. And that's another hook landing. And now here we go. Udyr going to be running into the bot lane, going to slap this Nautilus. Nautilus going to be flashing away. Glada going to be running forward, but Gwen is here. Glada needs to be careful. He has the ghost. Will they be able to get the first blood? It's not going to come through. It's not enough. That's a flash forward from Marty. I'm scared. One more auto. First blood goes over to the Sivir, and it's a disaster yet again for the side of VBU.
Glada tried to make something happen, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough damage. The health bars for VBU were just too low for them to follow up, and Clutch, one Nautilus hook, and someone else might die in bot side. And honestly, good timing for Lacana to be in the place. Although they didn't do much, they were still there as moral reinsurance. As Nautilus just vibing.
I mean, just vibing, maybe?
They're just vibing, bro. They came in. I honestly thought he was gonna take the cannon. I wouldn't lie.
It's the tax. It's the tax. Coming in.
Many
and just, that's mine.
Solo queue jungle tax as.
Glada running forward, but decides, you know what? I'm gonna back off of that one. I don't want to kind of just run into them. It didn't work out the last time I did it, so I don't want to die again. We're gonna slow it down a little bit. But first blood does go over to the Sivir in the bot lane. It's a 1k lead for the side of collective. Things are looking good for them early on. Now, we didn't predict the Drake. It's Hextech again. What was the soul last game? Was it Cloud?
Cloud, yeah.
Yeah, I'm betting Cloud because, like,
all right.
What are you betting?
Mountain. Let's go Mountain.
Mountain. Okay. All right. Good to know. We better get it because Xernean's like destroying us right now.
Yeah.
The score's not even close.
It's like 5-1 right now. It's not. Oh my god.
Squig is getting slapped around by Brown Ale on the top side. That's a flash forward. He's going for the solo kill now. Set still does have the flash. Oh my, he's just diving him and he takes the kill. Brown Ale in the top lane. He says, you want to give me Mundo? Okay, I'm going to smack you with the briefcase. I'm going to hit you with the phone. And it's a solo bolo in the top lane. Everything falling apart for VBU.
Clutch, it has begun. Do you hear the drums?
Oh no.
the Mundo's they're marching in. He's marching. He's taking turrets. It's gonna be. It's. VBU needs to answer this Mundo. I'm not sure where that lies, right? Whether that be Mundo or whether that be Udyr just being topside 24/7 and just being like, okay, a little bit of the jungle tax. Lacuna really likes the tax.
The IRS is coming in the mid lane. God dang! Gwen is just like, thank you. I'm gonna
Actually,
you know, with the Taxon, look at these CS lead.
yeah, they're not too.
It's gonna get. I mean, Ori will pick up a bit. You know, the CS lead isn't gonna be as big,
But it's still there.
yeah. I mean, a place for boats just been looking super solid on the Victor. I mean, it's pretty cracked on this Victor, that's for sure. As the side of Collective now up to 0 in kills, they've got themselves an early lead, and everything's looking good for them so far, Matt Pizza.
And Coach, I didn't mention this, but we are running a double lethal tempo on both sides of this rift. We have lethal tempo on for Squig and Glada, which is an interesting choice for both of them, right? If normally when you're playing Sid, you want to take the
Oh, here we go. We've got a fight going on. Looks like the Mundo is going to live, going to use the ultimate and just kind of walk out of that one, heal up a little bit. But Set fighting back, almost getting the solo kill in that one.
But Nuno's gonna be healing up. But yeah, Clash, like I was saying, the lethal tempo is a unique choice on the set. Personally, I'm a big Conqueror fan just because lethal tempo is good for the early game and it's good for just a lot of fighting in the lane phase. But unfortunately, Mundo's just keeping its distance. And I think Mundo's doing Mundo things. Glada's trying to do something.
Here we go. Udyr going to be running in, but that's what is now immune from the Mundo. He's going to walk away. Will he go down? Healing comes through. It's not enough. The answer is yes, it is enough. And Glada with the W turtle stance will stay alive, and they finally are able to take down this Mundo.
And Lacuna seeing the opportunity starts a dragon, but can he do it? He can do it, right? Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Come on,
Mundo's- Dude, it's been a while, Clutch. It's been a while. They look kind of scary, but you know, Lacuna knew what he was doing. I definitely didn't know what I was doing if I was in his situation. But yeah, getting VBU being able to get a response skill onto the Brownell, huge for the side of VBU, right? And just putting Brownell back just a little bit, forcing him to burn the TP. Lacuna trying to counter jungle as much as he can after he saw Udyr being topside, so just good jungle padding for the side of Lacuna.
You know, I'm starting to get like some deja vu. I swear, like the same events are happening. It's just different champions. like this happened last game where Gwen ghosted, ran in, double ghost. We're going in. Oh my god, we're gonna run him down.
Wait a minute.
Now Glada. Maybe too far. He will walk out of that. Nope, he's going back in. He says, "All right, I am a man with a mission," and he's running in. He won't be able to find anything though. But like, it's deja vu. I swear, I've seen these events somewhere. Like, what is happening? It's a fever dream. We're just like on loop where the same things are happening.
Wait, this is risky.
We didn't see this. This is a wrong timeline. I don't remember this in the last game. I don't remember him going to take the blue. He's going to be taking it. He does have the smite. And he'll be able to pick it up. So, Glada going to take the blue buff away from Lacuna in the jungle. So, he's going to be he is going to be able to take that one away. It's a 1k lead for the side of Collective. And, you know, Brown Ale, gonna be looking for the solo bolo. All going to be used. Will he be able to kill him? Flashes up from. He has to flash out of that one. Man, this Mundo is just dominating the top lane so far, and he is already being a threat to VBU.
Yeah, Set is looking to go for the Bork build, which should help him deal more damage towards the Mundo, but Clutch, the Mundo is just, you know, doing his taxes, right? Everyone on the side of CE is doing their taxes, as Glad is looking to make some
he's
happen.
gonna be looking in the mid lane. Shockwave comes through, the stun comes through, flash from the Victor, but it's not gonna be enough. Merciful Crow will pick up the kill in the mid lane, and the Udyr making his rounds around the map, making sure to gang everyone. Meanwhile, on the top side, here we go. Squid gonna need to outplay this one. 2v1, W comes through. It's not enough. Flash out from Mundo. Will be able to pick up that kill.
Snip, Clutch, as a lot of turtle plates are flying. a lot of poke and damage coming from the Sivir that is ahead by a kill, and his Udyr is putting in a lot of work clutch, being a part of 100% KP for the side of VBU.
Yeah, and
Oh, it's IRS time.
I swear, this Gwen just says, "All right, you solo killed. All right, give me a wave." It's just like, oh, hey, whoa! I was the one who killed them. They're like, yeah, that's why I get the gold. We're just, you got the kill. Now I get the gold. It's just like, hey.
Gwen went mid and he was like doing the taxes, and he was like, I don't like the taxes, so he went towards corporate Mundo. He runs a business, Clutch. He knows how to do his taxes, so got some advice and got some CS as well.
So Matt Pizza, I don't think you knew this last game, but he just actually got gifted that skin, by the way. Some insider knowledge. Yeah, he got gifted that skin. His birthday was 2 weeks ago, and that's his birthday present. Late birthday present. He got gifted the corporate Mundo. His coach ended up giving it to him, and now he's repping the corporate Mundo, Matt Pizza. So pretty cool story there from the side of Collective. As you can see right there, he's got the briefcase. He's making a phone call.
You know what? Brownell, if you watch this, or if anyone that knows Brownell watches, happy late birthday.
2 weeks late, but
2 weeks,
we gotta say it at least, get it out there. But back to the game. Squig, he says, I'm taking matters in my own hands. I'm gonna start up the Rift Herald now.
No, he's just like, yeah. He just said, JK, I'm kidding. I didn't mean it.
It's a prank, bro. It's a prank. But now the side of Collective going to be going for this Rift Herald. Should be able to pick this one up as Udyr is now on the bottom side of the map. We'll see if there is going to be a trade play. Now, Staff does have that ultimate. That's going to be the Sivir ult burn. They're going to be looking onto the Mundo. Will they have enough damage? Flash forward. Shouldn't mean anything. The stun comes through. Ignite. Glada will pick up one. He's going to back away. Sivir getting some decent damage down, but it's not going to be enough. Now for the side of Collective, they get the Rift Herald, and it looks like they're going to use it in the top lane.
Squig better be really careful, otherwise this could be a dive that he doesn't win.
Here we go. He's going to try to potentially stop it, but I'm pretty... I think the tower's gone. He's stuck. He says, oh no, please help me out of there. He's going to get a huge W, but it's just not going to do enough as Lacuna going to pick up the kill. That's top tower broken open for the side of Collective. VBU, though, they are responding. They're going to be looking for this dragon.
This game doesn't look as bad as it did last game, right? Although VBU is losing the top turrets like they did last game, they are responding by making plays happen outside. They did get the dragon, so they aren't stacking breaks yet. So VBU realizing what's happening last game is coming up with solutions, and hopefully the solutions are good enough. Clutch.
Can I see the gold? Because I'm getting a little bit scared here. I just want to see the gold. Oh no! Oh no! That beats up. Look at the item he just bought. Hold on. Looks like Lacuna's just gonna end up falling to Glada. Gonna be a kill going over. Shutdown, actually. So that's a lot of gold going to be going to this Udyr. If you look at Brownell, I mean, he's got 6k Matt Pizza, and the Hullbreaker is back. The time has come. The day of reckoning. VBU thought they could avoid it. Oh no. As that's landing on the Coconut, the ult does come through. He stays alive. Leona gonna be going in. He's left alone. Coconut very, very low. Staff want to be trying to run to the Orianna. He has to flash out though, and barely stays alive. Reinforcements are on the way, but the side of Collective, they back off from that one. Really nicely played from the side of Collective's bot lane.
That was looking, as many people say, very sus Clutch. I thought Leona was just gonna die there. I was just like, I don't know where Leona was going. At first I thought she was gonna go towards Merciful Crow, right? And look to turn that, but then she just flashed in her turn. I was just like, yeah, no, never mind. As God is just 1v1ing a place for boats.
Oh, well, here we go. Glada gonna be running forward. He has the ghost. Will he commit? The answer is no. Victor going to be using the flash in this one. It's a 3k lead for the side of Collective still. But Drakes are not in favor to either of the teams, so, obviously don't have that win con as of right now. This bot turret is probably going to go down very, very soon because of the pressure the side Collective experience were able to put down. We'll have to see how these fights are going to go down. Now, Mundo with the Hullbreaker should be able to kind of just do whatever he wants as of right now. As here we go. Ale gonna be 1v1ing Squig. Now the board is completed. We'll see if it's going to be enough. That's gonna be the ult coming through. W comes out. Nice flash by Brown Ale. He's looking to kill this set, and he will be able to kill it. A solo kill for the Mundo in the top side, and he is starting to become unleashed. Luna on the bot side. VBU looking to dive into Victor. Victor, no summoners, has the ultimate. He will burn that one, but it doesn't matter. Glado will pick up the kill. Staff Wannabe barely stays alive and walks out. So trade on the side of the map for both of these teams.
And Clutch, there was something I wanted to mention, but I completely skipped my mind. But we'll skip that for now. As Marty, I'm scared. Are looking for Merciful Crow.
Yeah, Marty, I'm scared. Marty, I'm scared. Looking for Merciful.
There's a lot of M games. Listen,
Matt, what's up? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when we had 2 Coles on the cast, it was Cole squared. Okay. Maybe it's just Marty squared. You know, maybe it's Marty squared. Okay, it doesn't matter. He flashes forward. A nice reaction from the ADC of Collective. That's going to be all coming through. They're looking for this Nautilus. Tons of damage going to be coming through. Squid will pick up the kill. And we'll see. Marty, I'm scared, going to be running away from Glado. Ghost is still active now. Look here. He's using the Ghost. He has the ultimate. When he's going to run forward, the Ghost isn't going to last forever. Here we go. He's going to be running forward. It's now going to be a 2v1. Does he have enough damage? The needles are going to be coming out. That's one. Will he be able to take down anyone else? Snip, snip comes through. The answer is no. So overall, it is going to be a 1-for-1 for both of these teams yet again.
Maybe a 1-for-1 Clutch, but like a bad thing. The Vector's just doing what the Mundo wanted to do. He's just taking turrets now. And I do remember what I wanted to talk about, Coach. You know, I will be honest, during drafting phase, I was a little hesitant on the Udyr pick to see how well it would have worked in Glada's hands, but he is making it work. He is showing us the power of Udyr. And he's trying to keep his team in this game as much. He is 4-1-2. He's doing a lot with the Udyr. I just hope that it's enough to get over the Brown Ale and Lacuna right now. They're so strong. Lacuna almost having the Riftmaker complete, and Brown Ale almost having the Spear, or almost a Spear Shojin again, almost having the Divine Thunderer complete touch. So it's looking very scary as Brown Ale is doing what Brown Ale does best and creating pressure in the top side.
Matt Pizza. There is only one undefeated team left in EGL.
Oh,
FTD have just 2-0'd Aftermath Esports, and LTMK as of right now, because I mean they're still in their series, could be the only undefeated team still remaining after this week. I'm just gonna give that a quick update, as now gotta get back to the game. Those Collective gonna be starting up this Drake. We'll be able to pick it up. Gotta watch Brown Ale in the top side, split pushing that tower down. This is a 4v4 for the side of both these teams. Now the engage is going to happen. Look who they're going to be walking forward. We're going to have to see huge shockwave going to be coming through. But is it enough? That's one already down. Marty, I'm scared, going to be picking up the kill. That's going to be another kill going to a place for both. IQ of the Coconut going to get hooked. There's not much that the side of VBU can do. Is it's a 3-for-0. Marty, I'm scared, going to be running forward, trying to kill Crow. Crow will flash away. That's going to be it from that one. But Collective, they get the Dragon. They also get 3 kills, and now they're potentially going to look for the top threat now. Looks like Brown Ale is going to walk away.
yeah, Coach. It's a disaster for the side of VBU, right? The Drake was taken, and VBU looked to push forward. Stab Wannabe leading the charge, but unfortunately, it gets turned on. It was a great Ori ulti, but it's just not enough damage, Coach. Meanwhile, the Sivir that's so ahead, putting us so much damage, is just able to run through everyone. And
yeah, and I mean, Collective. I've been impressed with how they played. I mean, they are 1-1. They still need to win the series, but like, they're looking like a top 4 team, I'd say. Like out of the 8 teams in the league and what we've seen so far, they're looking like a top 4 team. They've looked pretty solid. Obviously, there have been a couple mistakes, but I think every team ends up making a couple of mistakes. But Collective overall have looked pretty solid. And I mean, as of right now, I'd say they're probably like fourth best in the league. And hopefully they'll be able to close this one out 2-0 very cleanly. As I mean, it's kind of just a repeat from last game. Like the side of a Collective are very strong. Glada was still strong in the last game, but again, Mundo, like, they didn't really have an answer to the Mundo, and here we go. Maybe this is the answer, as that's gonna be the Orianna TPing. W's gonna come out. Marty, I'm scared, going to hook away. Will they be able to stay alive? That's gonna be the Locket coming through. Won't stay alive in this one. Squig going to be running down the Gwen. They have found a pick onto the Nautilus, but Mundo is pushing that bot side of the map.
They have fun to pick clutch, but at what cost? Are they just about to lose a turret for that? Are they about to lose a turret for a pick onto support? And yeah, never mind. Yeah, they're definitely gonna lose that turret. So much damage coming in with the Hullbreaker and with the Demolisher proc. As Mundo's doing what Mundo does best.
Mundo, you know, he goes where he pleases. He's got the briefcase. He's got the phone. He's making a call. He's like, hello. Yeah, I'm looking for the 2-0 win this week. Okay.
Yeah, he's like, he's purchasing property. He's just, buying out everything, buying the turrets, destroying them, rebuilding them as Gladius.
Ooh, they have found the Sivir, and that should be Sivir just falling. Kill goes over to Glada, picks up another one on the Udyr. Now this Mundo is pushing. Potentially looking for this tower. Squig is at half HP, has the ultimate. The side of VBU, they elect to push down the mid lane, as now Brown Ale going to be walking forward. Grievous has now been bought. Squig does a decent amount of damage. That's going to be the ult being burned. Oh, and the RKO doesn't bring the Mundo with them. As in the mid lane, that's going to be Galata going down. Hook is going to land onto Staff. Wannabe Flash is going to go for him. He will end up falling. Lacuna going to be running forward. Has the Ghost. Double kill goes over for this Gwen. Mundo still pushing on the bottom side of the map. Now his HP is a little bit low. Squig regenning. We'll have to see. Is this tower going to go down? The minions just actually might be able to take it by themselves. As minions just end up taking the tower, and Collective 8k gold lead. Now reinforcements are here. Flash out from Brown Ale, and he will walk out. Meanwhile, Collective are going for this Baron.
It seems to be working really well together, Clutch. For a team that's in a league that's in 3 weeks already, like, this team is working surprisingly well. They have the top laner split pushing, and meanwhile the rest of the team knows what they need to do. Brownhill is just getting as much of the pressure, trying to force people bot lane, trying to answer him, whereas his team just gets to do Baron for free. And, this is like the perfect solo queue top laner that you want, If he's behind, he's useful. If he's ahead, he's useful. Overall, a great player to have on the team.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? I mean,
He's just built different.
He's just built different. He's just a beast in the top lane. Now with Drake up in 30 seconds, it was Cloud. Wasn't it Cloud last game?
Yeah, it was.
I got it. Okay, let's go.
All right.
We're evening up the score. Not really. We're still down by like 3 or 4. But
yeah, but
we're
steps.
We're clawing back. We're clawing back as Nautilus is in the pit. This could get a little hairy as Mundo's still split pushing on that top side. Drake now 8 seconds until it is going to spawn. It's going to be very hard for VBU to contest this. Meanwhile, top side, it looks like there is some fighting going on between Squig and the Mundo. Squig very, very low. Mundo does use that ultimate. Baron has been taken, and he just says, all right, I'm just going to keep splitting. He now will be able to take that top turret. Backs are coming through from the side of VBU. See if Brown Ale will be able to pick up this inhibitor. He's doing a lot of damage to it. Now reinforcements are on the way. Will he be able to pick up the inhib? Ult is going to be burned. He's going to try to walk away from this one. Squig does have the flash if he wants to follow, but it looks like he just can't follow. And that's the dragon and the tower going to the side of Collective.
Yeah, Collective is presenting these lose-lose situations to VBU, and they just can't decide what they want to do. And unfortunately, if you can't decide, the Collective is just going to take everything. As with the Baroned up minions, mid turret falls. Both inhibitors are, all 3 inhibitors are left without a turret, and Clutch, it is looking very doomed for VBU at the moment.
Oh, here we go, a potential fight coming through, but they just have no damage. Baron buff up minions going to start flooding the base, and yeah, it's just looking like this is all she wrote. Now with Squig going to be going down, that's 3 inhibs down for the side of VBU. Collective can kind of just walk into this base and look to end. Now VBU, that's a big shockwave coming through, looking for a place for both. Glada gonna be running forward. That's gonna be the Ghost being popped. Lacuna will find one. That's gonna be one more going down. IQ of a Coconut gonna be jumping in, but I don't know if you want to be jumping in there, as now he is going to go down. Lacuna looking for Staff Wannabe. Everyone is dead on the side of VBU, and it's a 5-for-1 from the side of Collective. They're gonna take the 2-0 win in the series and improve to 2-1 on the season.
Yeah, meanwhile, the whole entire time that was happening, Mundo was just hitting the turrets. And yeah,
oh my god.
It was unfortunately a repeat of what happened last game. Glada looked really good on the Udyr, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to overcome the uh brown ale gap.
Brown Ale, man. He's a force to be reckoned with, is what I will say. Like, you can't let this guy just do his own thing because in the power rankings, I haven't seen him play, but I'm like, this guy looks like a pretty solid weak side top laner. And he looks like a pretty solid weak side top laner that just ends up ending the game if you don't answer him. So, Collective now 2-1 on the season, taking a 2-0 win against VBU. Will be going up against Aftermath Esports last week, who did also just lose this week. So a 2-1 matchup next week that is going to be absolutely massive for both these teams. For the side of VBU, losing 2-0 to Collective, now 1-2 on the season, will be going up against FTD Darken, who is now 2-1 also. So there's a lot of 2-1 teams in the standings, and these matches are going to be absolutely massive for tiebreakers later on. Matt Pizza, do you have anything to say before we are going to head out?
I do not clutch.
All right. Well, thank you guys all for watching. It was a quick series, 2-0, but nevertheless was a great series. Collective now 2-1 on the season. VBU 1-2. Thank you guys all for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight, we gonna light it up. Tonight, we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger